had a trainer once who was obsessed with tea. He would make us sit and drink it. And he would always claim that there was all this deep wisdom in tea, but it was just talk. He treated us like it would be obvious, if only we paid attention, that somehow the wisdom would reveal itself. Drinking this reminds me of him. Ugh. I should add some flavor to it next time. Something more than just tea leaves. Who would I say has wronged me? I mean, it's weird because obviously I've fought all of these rivals. People who've tried to tear me down in all sorts of ways. And I do resent a lot of them. But bizarrely, my most vivid memory of being wronged was when I was 14 years old. My father came home from work, and he sat us down and told us that his job didn't exist anymore. We were going to move homes again. I was going to say goodbye to everything again. And it's like, he lost his job. That's what I remember. That he was weak. Why should I have to change my whole life around because he was too weak to hold on to something? That's how I felt at the time. Then, years later, I learned it actually hadn't been his fault at all. It was something totally outside of his control. So in theory, I should have been able to forgive him and move on, right? But I don't know. For some reason, I couldn't. It was like the anger had dug trenches in my chest. There was nothing I could do. There was no amount of rational explanation that would get it to budge. I still feel that anger. Even now. And I don't understand why. I'm drinking this tea, and these feelings are rushing into my mind. Feelings of, like, it's as though I've won a tournament. And rather than immediately going back to training like I usually do, all I want right now is to relax and celebrate a success. Just do nothing. Go back home, take it easy, do nothing. I've never wanted that before. Huh. Weird. So, like, what's the value of living that way? I mean, what do you get out of it? How do you know when it's enough? 'Cause there's no indicator or... I don't understand it. I don't see what it's worth. Oh, gross. As soon as I drink this tea, my feet start hurting. Ew. My feet already hurt from climbing these ladders. I don't need more pain. Well, I mean, pain is fine by me. But it has to be good pain. I think I have an infinite tolerance for pain, as long as it's good. As long as it's the, you know, the correct kind. That's why everything in this forest has been so miserable. Because it keeps on feeling like bad pain. The wrong kind, and oh my god. I hope this turns out to be good pain. Please let this be good pain. Please. I don't think I have a best friend. Do I? The closest is probably this kid who always came into the shop where my dad worked when I was young. I didn't like this guy. But he hung around the shop so often that at some point he just defaulted to being my friend. One day, he and I are hanging out and he says, "You know your dad's a loser, right?" Of course I thought my dad was a total loser. I thought he was weak and spineless. But for some reason, I just instinctively punched this kid right in the face. I'd never punched anyone before. I hit him again, there on the ground, and he tried to kick back. But I held him down and hit him, and hit him, and then... Then a bit later, my dad lost his job. And we had to move. And I never saw that kid again. After we moved, I remember the very first thing I did was sign up for boxing classes. What is this? I've never tasted anything like this before. It's like almonds or, no. More like a sugary kind of rubber? Okay, it's basically if birthday cake tasted like salad. Or no, if salad tasted like birthday cake. Yeah. I actually think that's it. Wow, I did it. I figured it out. Okay, hang on. No. It's basically like a fried pastry, but you get these layers of icy metallic flavor, sorta. It's like... Oh no. No, this is gonna be a whole thing. No, okay. I have to stop. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done. We're done here. Whoa. Hang on. I must have drank this too quickly. I'm, getting a feeling of... Whoa. Oh. Oh. Wait. Hang on. Huh. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm starting to come back now. Yeah. Ooh. Wow. I don't even know how to describe that. I just felt so light. I felt kind of weirdly free in a way I've never felt before. I just couldn't, oh God, why does this... I'm back in myself and I just feel so gross. I can't do that again. No, there's no way. I'll lose myself in this. It would be so easy. Yeah. No. I can never do this again. Absolutely not. Wow. Innocence. I hate that word. You know, sometimes I look at other people, and they still haven't learned this fundamental lesson about how everything comes from hard work. And I think to myself, that's innocence. That person is still completely naive. It's like they're still living in a dream where things are going to be okay. Things aren't going to be okay. Does this taste like leather? I guess I don't know what leather tastes like. You know, leatherworking was the one single thing my dad was good at. He'd always make people gifts on their birthday. Things like shoes or a handbag or whatever. But it was always a hobby for him. He refused to do it professionally, you know, to take it seriously. And that killed me. Because, come on, this is something you're good at. Or you could be good at, really good. So it was such a waste in my mind. I told him that. Told him it was a waste. And I remember, God, the look he gave me when I said that, of like it said the most demeaning thing to him. I'd never seen him get mad like that before. I wish he'd been like that more often. Mad. When I was a kid, I ate jerky for breakfast every morning. The reason I did this was because of the neighborhood bully. He was this vicious boy who'd antagonize the other kids relentlessly. Sometimes physically. But he'd also talk us down and make us feel worthless. One time, he beat on another kid so badly he went to the hospital. And all of us knew who'd done it, but we were too afraid to speak. The fear he inspired in me was like nothing I'd ever known. The bully was always eating jerky for some reason. And pretty soon, without my even realizing it, I began to eat jerky for breakfast every single day. I'm awful. I'm not a good person. I was doing so good. Everything was so good. And then oh my God, I'm pathetic. I had everything. And I threw all of it away. All I had to do... She was right there. The one person who could help me. She was right there and I just... like I was an animal. I don't know. I don't know what I deserve anymore. Maybe I'm nothing. Yeah. Nothing. I'll never deserve anything good like that. Ever again. My mom sent me to summer camp every year as a kid. And I kind of liked it. Felt nice. Being out there, away from the world. God. So there was this one year where a kid at camp actually died. She got lost on a hike and they never found her. And it was a whole spectacle. But one of the other kids told me that the camp counselors had murdered her. In hindsight, this other kid was clearly just making stuff up. But I took the story very seriously. It's almost like I was so ready to believe it. It just made sense to me. Like something I'd already known for so long. After that, I would size up the camp counselors. Staying closer to the ones I thought I could fight off. Further from the ones who I thought could outrun me. I don't have a lot of overtly pleasant memories with my mother. But there was this one magical afternoon where she brought home ice cream out of the blue. And then the two of us sat in our back porch and ate it together and chatted and sat in silence. I can't even explain why, but it was just peaceful and magical. And then, out of nowhere, she says, "You know, we're both so lucky that we have your father. I know you don't care for him, but we're so lucky." We? I thought to myself, what was she talking about? She said, "I promise with him around, it's going to get better." My mind clamped down on that phrase. It's going to get better. What did she mean? What was going to get better? What was wrong? Did she know something I didn't? I started to feel sick. That night, I couldn't sleep. Vaguely in the back of my throat, it felt as though something was making it harder to breathe. Coffee means early mornings, long days, rigorous training. It flips a switch in me. Starts a motor running that can go for a long, long time. It doesn't make me better at my training. It just puts me into a headspace. And yet, here I am. I'm drinking coffee. And I just don't feel anything. I can't summon that fire. Is that good? Is it bad? I don't know. God. I just want things to stop changing. I don't have regrets. It's actually that simple. My experience is that people who hold on to regrets are looking for a way to punish themselves. And so I just don't... Like, here's a good example. When I was coming up as a respectable fighter, a young guy came to me and asked me to train him. I agreed. And subsequently, I put this kid through the most intense training regimen anyone his age could ever be expected to do. I was brutal on him, because my expectation was only that he become great. After a couple months, I pitted him against a much older and more experienced fighter. Someone I knew had the potential to be reckless. I had this idea that it would bring out something fierce in the kid, awaken a fire in him. It was a disaster. The older fighter broke 2 of the kid's ribs and put him in the hospital. He never came back to see me after that, and for a moment, I felt some kind of regret over it. But what I realized is that this kid had come to me because he knew I would put him through that. Like, obviously, I'm this very intense sort of person, and everyone knew that. So if he came to me and asked for this training, then what was he trying to get out of it? Did he assume I would change who I am just for him? Here's what I think, okay? I think he knew that being a fighter wasn't the right path for him, and so when he came to me, he was specifically looking for something that would push him too far. He wanted, like, an excuse or something. He was looking for a reason to quit. You know how people will do that, right? Like, you can't tell yourself that it's okay to quit, so you have to go and manufacture a circumstance that forces you to stop, because if you stop, then you're a failure. But if someone else forces you to stop, then it's not your fault, and you're not a bad person. You're just trying. You're doing your best, and people don't see that. They don't take responsibility and realize that you're the one who wanted it to go too far. You asked for this because you wanted it, not me. There's a move in grappling called the triangle choke. It's a headlock you pull off with your legs, and it's one of the most effective ways of incapacitating a grounded opponent. Early in my fighting career, just as I was starting to feel confident in my abilities, someone used the triangle choke on me in a fight and completely disabled me. I was helpless. I lost the fight. But the weird thing is that even after my opponent released me, I still felt like I was being choked. All that day, the next day, it was like I had a vice on my throat. I tried everything to make it go away. Everything I could think of. Finally, what I did was before going to bed, I wrote down the exact time the following day when I planned to go to the gym and train. Then, and only after writing this down, then I could breathe. The next night, if I didn't make plans for the subsequent day, the choking came back. So it went every single night, every single day. One after the next, after the next, after the next. Okay. Fabricated names of popular songs. Let's see. How about Sunshine Song? Or a song about love? Oh, God. These suck. This isn't, look, I don't know popular music at all. Tippy Tappy. Zippy Zappy? Sure, whatever. That could be a song. I don't listen to music. This isn't my thing. You're a swell angel of songs. And you're sweet, so dance and do a song thing. There. Are you happy? That's a song. It's a stupid, awful song, but I don't even care. Leave me alone. Oh, wow. This really does make you feel more focused, more alert, more... Actually, this is exactly the way I always feel during a fight. Because before a fight, your mind is just a jumble of noise. It's like a swamp, and you can't make anything out. And then, the fight starts, and things quiet down. And suddenly, focus kicks in. There you go. Now you're on track. Now you know what to do. It becomes clear. It's easy. It's nothing. Go. Up. Back. In. Left. Hit. Swing. Pause. Go. Everything makes sense. Everything is clear. Nothing hurts. Nothing fails. Go. 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 This feeling, it's her. The person who looks like me, isn't it? Yeah, this is her. God, I love this feeling. This is just... it's how I feel alive. I don't want to give this feeling up. Please, can't I keep this incredible feeling somehow? I can't lose this. When I was 15, this was after I'd run away from home and then come back, my mom pulled me aside, and she asked me why I seemed so scared. Why I was always insisting that bad things were going to happen, and that everyone needed to be more in control. Had someone hurt me? She asked. Was I in some sort of danger? I didn't know how to answer that. How to explain that, no, nobody had hurt me. I just knew. I knew something was going to happen. How to explain to her that I just had to be ready. So I didn't say anything. And then she looks at me, like she's about to communicate the most important information of her life. And she says, "Alta, do you need to count things?" What? I had no idea what she meant. She said, "You know, counting things for no reason everywhere you go, and something bad will happen if you stop counting things." No, never. To this day, I've never felt anything like that, at all. But I don't know why. I told her yes. She nodded, very seriously. "Okay," she said. "There are ways of dealing with it. Don't ever let it show if you can help it. And please, don't tell your father. Don't tell your father." It's just tea with books in it. This tastes like nothing. There's no flavor whatsoever. Yeah, definitely not a secret recipe. That customer has just never had tea before. Oh my god. What the hell is this? My entire face is on fire. It's almost like I'm gonna vomit. Hang on. Hang on. Ooh, I can't think clearly. My whole brain is like I'm being swallowed by a... Wow. Okay. Ooh, I think it's starting to calm down now. Oh my god. For the love of all that's holy, what on earth did I just drink? Okay, so... when do I get the feeling of being centered and calm? I don't feel anything yet, just... terrible. Is the calmness on its way? Hello? Nothing? I don't feel anything. Well, I feel like magma got poured down my throat. Other than that, I feel nothing. Whew. What a bunch of nonsense. Huh. Zenith said there's, what, an energy in the plant? I can't really taste anything special. It's just like bitter. With all this mystical stuff, I can never tell if it's nonsense or if I'm just missing it entirely. Am I supposed to feel all these magical energies and echoes of spirits or whatever? I don't get it. I don't feel anything. I don't feel mystical or divine or whatever it is I'm supposed to feel. All I feel is tired. Interesting. It kind of sends these weird shivers all over your body. But it's not unpleasant. It's sort of, I don't know, invigorating? Like I could stand up and dance or something. Yeah, okay. I can see how you'd use this in a big ritual. It's making me a little jittery and ready to move. Weird. Wow, and now the feeling is just totally gone. You need to keep drinking this stuff pretty regularly to make it through a whole ceremony.